Hello everyone, and welcome back to my garden. In today's video, I got this store-bought boxwood tree here for 50% off, and it has some amazing movement down here by the trunk that I think look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can turn this into a bonsai. So I'm going to set you guys up over here and we'll get started. See, I'm finally going to get to use this table for the first time. I appreciate you all coming today. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's free. So yeah, let's get on with the video. So, I did a final washing of it. There's still some fine dirt way up in here, but I'm not going to disturb the root ball itself, the main root ball. Like I said, a lot of these are just feeder roots and things like that. So I'm going to get these untangled. Give it a little dunking here. We'll just go ahead and pour that water out. Here, we'll put it up on top here, and then we'll put our dish here. See it? And now we're a lot closer to fitting it. But like I said, a lot of these roots down here, I'm not going to disturb this guy at all. I like how he's growing. So I'm going to do a rootectomy real fast and get a lot of these gone. Let's make sure we got a final untangling. Okay, so what we don't want to do is we don't want to cut that guy off. We don't want to cut that guy. So what we'll do is I'll just start all this guy up. Okay, and up here on top, see these roots are a little tangle here. That's okay. Now, can fit very good. All those fine feeder roots. Get rid of them. Set this guy up here like this. And then if you can, I'm gonna come a little closer here. Alright, put the screen in the bottom. Got some clay pebbles. I'll throw some clay pebbles in the bottom just for drainage. Some clay pebbles in the bottom. For drainage, take some water real quick and just go ahead and hydrate down these clay pebbles. They're just these guys. Basically like lava rocks, only they're smaller because they're human made, human fired. So you can get much smaller. I prefer those. So you can see the amount of dirt that gets washed out of them. I just wash them as I use them. Okay, so we got our little tree here. He's looking great. I want to figure out the orientation at which, so we'll call you guys the front here. I know you can only see the base of the tree right now. Let me back up some. Okay, I'll slide this guy. Well, that's not gonna work. Maybe if we angle up. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we can see the whole tree. So now we got to figure out how do we want it. And I got that nice big cut I just did right here in the front. That should be fine, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We want it like that, right in the center of the pot. Do I want it off center? I think right in the center. I'm thinking right in the center, or ooh, slightly off center. I think we're gonna go just like this with it. So slightly off center like that. So go ahead and put the tree down like that. Let me see if I can give you guys just a little bit of angle here. I'm gonna get down here and grab some of my pre-mixed bonsai medium. Let's grab a little bit here and give a nice healthy scoop in the bottom. Okay. As usual, I forgot my wires, so give me 1 second. Let me insert my wires. It shouldn't hurt anything. Alright. Should be okay. And through the other side. Okay. Alright. Make sure your wires are pushed up tight. And they are. We'll fan ours out for a second. We're gonna move around this dirt because I know I need a little hole, so I'm just gonna make sure the dirt's all down in those rocks. All down in those rocks I put in the bottom. Make sure we got a nice little hole for our tree. Take some water, of course, and wet the soil. You don't want the new soil right under the tree to already be dry. That tree is going to start sucking it up immediately. So, as we said, just like this, off center. So we will get it in here, all the roots in. I'm gonna grind it down just a little bit. We'll turn it here, and we will take the crossing wires. Such, or like so. However, grab our pliers, because if you do this by hand, it sucks. I'll hold it down that way, and then we're gonna look at it here. And oh yeah, it's gonna be great, man. They've holding it down. I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna call that good right there. So, next step is to gently add soil around it. That we'll do right now. Get some soil here, some medium, and gently get it in here. My soil is a mix of fir bark, my wife's hair, which gets in everything, which it's not actually an ingredient. Just kidding about that. The fir bark is an ingredient. Sand, and a very premium indoor plant house mix. I only use that because it's pure. Now what I'm doing now is you want to take this stick, take a stick, you can use, I got chopstick here just in case. I'm using a sharper point right now because it's much finer roots. And you just want to pack that dirt. Pack it, because you remember we washed out the whole root ball. So washing out the whole root ball, you know, I gotta repack in what nature did, you know, for a few years. You know, this should make a very, very nice bonsai tree. I think it'll do great. If you can see back here in the back over here is my other one I did that was a Japanese maple. This is a boxwood tree, which would have been a boxwood bush, I guess, one day. But I saw potential, and I also saw 50% off, so why not? Good practice for me. This is only my 4th one I've done, 2nd store-bought. Let's get a little zoom in action here, maybe then you guys can see what's going on here. Let me just grab a little more dirt here I've got in my cup. Just gonna shake a little dirt in. Now you can see some of that fir bark is pretty big, but this tree especially, it thrives with bark, and the whole time I was taking it apart, there's lots of bark inside and in its roots. But you want to remove all that dirt from the store because, you know, it's just not good dirt to hold moisture, because not in a small pot like this. And we want to make sure that the dirt is clean and insect free. You don't want insects. That's for sure. Okay, I'm actually going to switch to a finer point now because we got really fine. Yeah, see, we got to really get up under here and make sure there's no dry spots. So I'm just stabbing in real quick, get the dirt going in there. Alright, go ahead and I'll speed up this process now. You can, and we'll talk in a minute. Alright, so after I did some cleanup and got a paper towel here to catch the drips under here, I went down to Camp Koala and got me a nice big sheet of moss. It grows wild down there, believe it or not. So I'm hoping to be able to put some of this on this tree right here. So let's go ahead and back this guy up so I can work on this moss here. Alright, so here it is, all finished. I think it looks really, really good. Get a zoom in here on the bottom for you. Oh yeah, I think it looks great. I'm gonna get some photos now. So if you like what you saw, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.